Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi, Bahasham Ruchakodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Grand Maidstone, who lulu and teach word, and peace and salutation to all you sincere brothers who are teaching these words in sincere and truth worldwide with the hope of salvation. Shalom. Without further ado, I may read this book of Joel 2 and 1, which is which leads, blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh. For it is nigh at hand, a day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness. As the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong, there has not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations. So we, as the men of Mosiah, in these last days, our job is to warn you, Israelites, you so-called Negro, Latino, and Native America, of the Lord ahead. Because the Lord ahead is not looking good. The Lord ahead is full of trouble, is full of anguish, is full of pain and distress. Evil time is on the way. And if you are to ask what is evil, evil means what? Bad time. So this word, as you know, is gonna go to the time of evil as has never been before. As it say in the book of Daniel 12 and 1. So there's a lot of events gonna happen on these last days. Those events gonna eclipse each other to the point people gonna be in despair, and people gonna be trying to survive, but it's not gonna be easy, Everywhere you're gonna try to learn, you're gonna end up learning into judgment. You're gonna learn away from one judgment, you're gonna end up learning into another judgment. It's not gonna be easy in the days to come. Judgment is gonna be everywhere. So one judgment is gonna overpower the other judgment. To the point people are gonna be in despair, as I may say again. People are gonna be afraid in every side. Terror is gonna be everywhere. There's not gonna be people gonna vote. They're gonna lose hope, man. People are gonna be complete of the law. People are gonna be complete without hope. The only hope they're gonna have is what? Is to die, to escape those pain, those troublesome, those chaos that they're gonna be going through in this in the days to come. So the days to come are not gonna be good on this planet Earth. To the point, man, at the end, Mosiah is gonna destroy. It's gonna send fire on the earth by the way of those nuclear missiles, especially in the land of America, to destroy it, and to make a hand of it, because that land have pushed nothing good but wickedness around the world and abomination. All the people on this planet Earth are drunk of the of the wine of fornication, man, which stem from what? From Babylon the Great, which is America. To the point, man, the people in the Far East, who behave themselves in a good custom, now they follow the way of Esau, Edom, which come from America. They allow their people to change the agenda as well. Women ruling the health, even the dressing code, the traditional dressing code they they used to have, they put aside and follow what Esau is pushing. There are women wearing what? Short dress, you know, and everything of that nature, you know. So that's why Mosiah is gonna come against that city, specifically that country, that landmass, to destroy it by using the nuclear missiles and also the concentration fire from the child of the Heavenly Father, you know. But everywhere in this planet Earth, people are gonna be in distress, you know, you know, you know. It's gonna be people are going to be in anguish of spirit, man. People are going to feel the pain, you know. People are gonna be in misery, you know. People are gonna be distressed every side, man. You know, so judgment that Messiah is about to unleash on the ourselves are not gonna be good to the most of to the majority of you people of this planet Earth, especially you Israel, you so-called Negro, Latino, Native American. That's why it's high time to awake out of sleep right now. You know, it's high time to return to your power right now, while the door of mercy is still open, because the days ahead are not gonna be good. It's gonna be judgment every side. You know, I may read this book of Second Ezra 15 and I may start from 14. You say, what? Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. Woe means what? It means destruction. The same as evil time, you know, bad time, you know. That's what the Messiah is saying, using, through his prophet Ezra, you know. And the prophet Ezra was given this vision long time ago. He was given opportunity to see how the world is going to end, you know. Now, the word of Esau, Edom, the so-called wild man, you know, because that's the world we are in. We are living in the world of Esau. Esau is the one who on top. He's the one who ruling. He's the one who in control. You know, Messiah give this time for him to rule, man. You know, and they are ruling, man. And you can see all man of wickedness that they are pushing all over the world. You know, as they say, if you read before it, he said Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. So we are living in that time of Esau ruling, and this is the time of the hand of the Edenics rulership. You know, after this, it's gonna be the Israel ruling, and our rulership is gonna be forever. Daniel is speaking of the same thing. If you read the book of Daniel 2, it tells you about the statue, you know, which is a representation of different kingdoms that are gonna come and fall, and at the end, you know, we're gonna be in that system that is gonna be ruled by this Edom, which is made of iron and clay, you know, which the Lord Himself, you know, as a stone, is gonna come and walk, crush that statue, you know. It's gonna destroy all these kingdoms. That's why you say, well, it's gonna be having what? Many crowns when it comes, you know, because it's gonna take out the rulership of different empires at one time, you know, which all those rulership is gonna be in the hand of who? Esau, Edom, because he is the one who are now having this whole nation in subjection. So when the Yahawashi come to destroy Esau, it's going to take all the rulership. If I may read this book of Daniel 2 and 44, I may go straight to the point. As it say, and in the days of these kings shall the Most High of heaven. If you read up, it give you the picture, you know, of that statue that King Nebuchadnezzar was given as a That the vision that Mosiah put in King Nebuchadnezzar, you know, to testify of what Mosiah is gonna do, And Daniel was the one who expounded the meaning of that statue to King Nebuchadnezzar, you know, you know. So if you read up, you're gonna get the meaning of what he said here, down here in 44, As I mean, start from 43. So, and where thou sawest iron mixed with mercury, they shall mingle themselves with the seed of men, but they shall not cleave one to another, even as iron is not mixed with clay. And that's a kingdom that we are in, the kingdom of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. Their kingdom is divided. And Mosiah said, oh, the kingdom that is not, when the kingdom is divided, shall not be able to stand. It's not going to be strong. And that's the kingdom we are in. They are all Edomite, but they all doing their own things. Some parts are stronger, some parts are weaker. Like the pigs nation, if you may understand, Portugal, Greece, those are the weaker ones. But France and Germany, they are stronger. So, but they are not all together in one accord, to the point they want to fight each other. Like Russia, they are Edomite, but America is ruled by is ruled by Edomite, But they mix with these other people as well, But to the point Mosiah says, at that time, that's when Mosiah is going to bring destruction, And iron represents what? Strength, And that's what Esau is, man. It's with military, You have military might. You have this military base everywhere on this planet Earth. The weapon that he carried is what? Is mightier, compared to the weapon this other nation have. So Mosiah have given this technology to Esau, and Esau use it through the blessing that he have received thousands of years ago, which that blessing was a sword, man. So that's why he's able to develop this kind of weapons, of different character, man. So I say, and in the days of these kings shall the power of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever. And that's what we see. That's what we're gonna see in the near future. For as much as thou sawest that the stone was cut out of the mountain without hands, and that it breaks in pieces the iron, the brass, the clay, the silver, and the gold, the great power has made known to the king what shall come to pass hereafter, and the dream is certain, and the interpretation thereof is sure. So that's a vision Mosiah give to the king Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, to show him his power, to show him he the one who in control, he the one who give kingdom to nations, and he is the one who put them down. To the point he's gonna let this heathen rule, but at the end he's gonna put all their rulership down, and he's gonna raise his people to begin with his beloved son Yahawashi to rule this earth, So the future is gonna be us ruling, but Esau is not gonna let that. It's not gonna go down easy. That's why he said, it's gonna come down with a great love. But he knows that he have a short time, as it says in the book of Revelation 12 and 12. So therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants. Woe means what? Destruction, bad time, evil time, of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knows that he has but a short time. Who is the devil? Devil is Esau, Edom, the so-called one man. Devil means what? Deceiver, diablo in Latin or Spanish, So means deceiver, Who is going around the world deceiving nations? It's Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. They say they are everyone. They are Egyptian. They are Israelites. They are every civilization. They are Persian. They are whatever civilization was before. They were. They say they were. You know. They deceive people through their movies, their media. You know, and they false history. You know, to the point they say Mosiah look like them, the angel look like them, the son of Mosiah look like them. You know, which is nothing but lies. You know, so Esau Edom through his might, his military might, is gonna come down with great wrath, man. You know, he's gonna come and dragging people, you know, and put you in concentration camp. You know, especially you Israel, you so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American. You know, and it's not gonna be easy. You know, most of you are gonna find it uncomfortable. You know, you're gonna be in trouble. You know, you know. But the elect of the nation of Israel, they're gonna be all right. Though some of them gonna be in the same situation like you, but they're gonna remain calm because they know what is going on. But you, because of your disobedience, of rebellious spirit, you so-called Negro, Latino, Native America, you're gonna find it harder. It's not gonna be easy. You're gonna be in despair. You're gonna panic. You're gonna be petrified. You know, to the point of some of you, you're gonna try to be what in line with Esau agenda, which Esau is about to implement all over the world, which is that RFID microchip, which is a mark of the beast. You know, so you're gonna be in line with that, but at the end, you and Esau are gonna be destroyed, as they say in the book of Revelation 14. I'm read 9 and 10. It say, "Whoa." And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, "If any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark, the mark which is Karama, which is the Alpha, the microchip, you know, which Esau is about to come with on this earth to implement all over the world, you know, in his forehead, on all in his hand." So they're gonna put that technology, that Alpha, the microchip, the size of a grain of rice inside your skin or on your forehead, you know. As you can read, the book of Revelation 13:16 going down, which is say, if you don't have that mark, you're not going to be able to be a useful member for that system that they're about to establish on the earth. You can't buy, you can't sell, you know. So most of you you're gonna join Esau, and at the end you're gonna get this judgment. The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone, and in the presence of the holy angels, and in the presence of the Lamb. So you're gonna be destroyed, you're gonna be killed, you're gonna be distressed. You know, you're gonna be going through torment. First of all, you're gonna get you're gonna get grievous sickness or grievous wounds. You know, like cancer. Because of the radiation that's gonna come between. From that from that RFID microchip that they're gonna put under your skin or on your forehead, which what the between that exchange that they're gonna make with those towers that they already implement, which they have already put on. They already build them. So it's gonna be those exchange of information between your chip and those towers. They're gonna create what disease on you. So some of you are gonna die from those diseases that are gonna affect your body. Those diseases like cancers. And they also Mostia is gonna bring fire on you. And to destroy you. So either ways, man, the days ahead are not gonna be good. I may read this book of 2nd Ezra 15 and the 14 again. Say, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and sword in their hand. And that's what is coming on the world. Chaos, you know. People are going to be killing each other as it goes on. So, for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the cause of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a seat and shall not be able, for because, and that is called martial law. They're going to set this checking point in every interest of a seat, you know, to keep people from going back and forth, man. So they can have full control, and it's not gonna be easy. So if you have your father, your father on the other side of the seat, you're not gonna be able to see him or to communicate with him, and it's gonna work. It's gonna give people mental breakdown. A lot of people are gonna have mental breakdown, man, in that time. A man shall desire to go into a seat and shall not be able, for because of their pride the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. And that's what is coming, because of you're proud. And Mosiah said, what? He hate the pride. He hate the proud, man. Proud is abomination unto the heavenly Father, So it's going to make you bow down to him, It's going to make you petrified. It's going to make you be in a position that you can't help yourself. And then you're going to start crying to him, and it's not going to bring help for you. Because when he called you, you didn't hear him. And the time that he was calling you is now. If you hear this word and you reject it, that's it for you, man. Because we are giving you the insight of what is coming by the Spirit in power of the Heavenly Father. Yahawah, Yahawashi. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with a sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread, and for great tribulation. And when you look that word tribulation means what? This word tribulation means what? A cause of great trouble or suffering, So it's going to be great trouble ahead, great suffering, a state of great trouble or suffering. Similar words they use is trouble, worry, anxiety, burden, affliction, ordeal, trial, adversity, hardship, tragedy, setback, difficulty, problem, misfortune. That's what is coming. Misadventure, suffering, distress, misery, unhappiness, sadness, war. So grief, pain, those are the things gonna come on this planet Earth, So say what? And the great, I read again, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread, and for great tribulation, because it's gonna be famine on the earth soon. Famine is on the way. People are gonna be looking for food, but not gonna find, to the point they're gonna turn it to each other. Neighbors gonna be enemies. Family members gonna be enemies because of lack of food. And that's gonna bring more. It's gonna bring death to a lot of people. This is a book of 2nd Ezra again. It says, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days, the beginning of sorrow and great mourning, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evil. What shall I do when this evil shall come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as a scourge for amendment, but for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of their scourges. So people are gonna get to the point they're gonna be tested every side, but they're gonna continue in their proudness. And that's when Mosiah is gonna what? It's gonna even further bring more destruction. You know, behold, victory shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in a good curse, and even then shall evil grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. And that is coming, confusion, you know. Because what? You're gonna have no hope, man. You're gonna be confused every side. You know, for many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy, and the dead shall be cast out as a dung. There shall be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted, and the cities shall be cast down. And that's what is coming on this planet earth. You know, so it's time now to amend your way, you Israelite, you so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, and return to your power before it's too late, man. You know, before all hell break loose. You know, before Mostia lose, open up with you, man. Open up the judgment, man. You know? So I'm gonna end there and say shalom to the hope for elect. Yahawashi Shabbat.